Welcome to Chris Parkin's Shooting Sports. Today we've got a brief review of the Ruger M77 Hawkeye Hunter in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a stainless steel rifle with a straight grain walnut stock. It's a nice light sporting rifle with fast handling pointability. It's a fully floating barrel. The muzzle threads are 5/8 by 24 for a moderator or break. You can see I've used it with a sound moderator. All the bottom metal is in fact metal, stainless steel, fits on with 2 bolts, and the front of the action is wedged into a bedding block. The action's underside is flat and there's no stress in fitting. Rifle's forend is stiff and sturdy, and it fully free floats the barrel all the way back to the reinforced, so there's no problems with intermittent barrel contact or harmonics. It's a long action rifle with a 105mm bolt stroke, which is quite long for the short case of the Creedmoor, but it's actually quite nice in handling. You get good long transitory movement. The handle is 45mm long from the external of the bolt shaft. It's a twin lug action with 90° bolt lift. It's a Mauser type with a full length extractor claw and manual ejector. That means depending on how hard and fast you pull the bolt back is how hard and fast the case gets kicked out of the action. I'm pleased to see feed, loading and cycling of the action was smooth and slick, and I think it'll only get better as time goes on and the rifle wears in even more. All machining standards were nice and neat, there were no burrs anywhere, and I found the rifle pleasant to use with no underlying faults and certainly no cause for concern straight from the start. It's got a single stage trigger with a 1500g or 52oz pull weight. It's non-adjustable, it's got a little bit of creep, but it's quite usable. You get very used to it quickly and you can rely on it because it breaks the same each time. Feed from the magazine is smooth. It's a floor plate type magazine, will hold 4 rounds. These clip in easily from the top, and if you click the button in the front of the trigger guard they'll just drop smoothly into your palm. Ruger's own proprietary mounting system will fit direct onto the action, although this is actually supplied with a 20 MOA Picatinny rail, which makes the 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge quite inviting for shooting at longer distances as well. I only ever shoot enough ammunition to make sure the rifle works, and frankly this Ruger made life extremely simple. I shot 2 types of Hornady ammunition through it and 1 type of Barnes ammo. They were all excellent, and you can see some of the groups on paper. The 140 grain Hornady precision ammo was fantastic and shot a pretty ragged 1-hole group. Overall weight is 7.2 pounds or 3.2 kilograms, and the overall length is 42 inches or 1066mm. Length of pull is 13.5 inch or 343mm. This was the ammo that did the best on paper, with 2,780 feet per second at the muzzle. Here you can see detail of the bolt face and the underside trigger and magazine release. You'll note the grip is capped, and all checkering on both the grip and the forend is well applied with very tactile performance and lots of grip in poor weather conditions. Being a Mauser type action, it's got the familiar 3-position wing safety. Forward for fire, the centre position allows bolt operation with safe, and then rearmost locks the bolt and the firing pin for full safe operation. It's a shame there is a little bit of creep on the trigger. You can see it here in the video, but to be fair, it doesn't really detract from the rifle's performance, and it certainly shoots well, but it does require a little more patience and control of yourself when using the trigger. If you're one for a light trigger and just want to snap away at it, it won't be the one for you. Here you can see the bolt being removed with the lever on the left side of the rear of the action. It's certainly easy to see the detail in the clean finish on the face of the bolt, which is a controlled feed for the smoothest possible operation, as the floor plate follower lifts each cartridge underneath the extractor claw. The rifle is a sporter at heart. I would personally prefer a slightly meatier grip, but there's no palm swell either side and it's completely ambidextrous. The cheek piece is a nice slim shape, it's quite low and it's angled downwards, so it definitely suits the more active, dynamic shooting. Although the Picatinny rail's nice, it does mean you have quite high scope mounting, so I would recommend the lowest rings possible, and I wouldn't generally want to put a very large scope on it because it does lift your head away from the stock. Apologies here for the film quality, I couldn't help the fact it was a very rainy, damp day when I was shooting on target, but you can see the groups forming on paper on the right hand side column there. nothing to worry about at all from factory ammunition, and I think more testing, more experimentation would have only given better results still. It's a 5R rifled barrel, and I have to say I'm very impressed with the consistency it gave for such a light sporting rifle. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more review videos. I'll keep them brief because that's what seems to appeal to YouTube.